Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Well, guess what? The truth is actually slipping out, trickling out, whatever you want to call it. A Democratic representative actually let the truth slip out about what Democrats plan to do after President Trump's State of the Union. This is a real quote, and it's absolutely incredible. And I want you to listen carefully because you're going to be like, wait, what did she just say? I was like, oh my, you're a jackass. Said it on national TV. Take a listen, re-listen to it if you have to, because your mind is just going to go.
You don't care about this country, and that is unacceptable if you claim to be the President of the United States. So we are here. We are not going anywhere. We are going to continue to fight back, and we are going to continue to speak lies to his truth, to his stealing, and to his cheating. Thank you.
So share the heck out of this, okay? Because this is what's happening right now in New York. These men and women are fighting for safe working conditions that even when they are safe, they deal with the worst of the worst, okay? And now they're losing everything. Hold the line, guys. Hold the line, okay? This voicemail was sent to NYS correctional officers starting on March 2nd, 2025. Serves as New York State's official response to the ongoing strike over unsafe working conditions. And that witch, Governor Kathy Hochul, why are you turning your back on correctional officers? Why? Take a listen. I can't put the video up because of what is in the video, okay? Because it's graphic. But I am going to put the voicemail up that these correction officers got. It is I will say that I feel very sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is a message from New York State Office of Employee Relations. You are receiving this message because you have been identified as a corrections officer or sergeant who was AWOL from your job as of March 2nd. Your health care coverage was terminated this morning, retroactive to the first day you were AWOL. As a result, you are responsible for all health care costs incurred by you or your dependents since your AWOL date. You will also receive a notification by U.S. mail. If you have not been AWOL and believe that you have maintained eligibility for health care coverage, please contact your facility's health benefits administrator. Please know that if you return to work, your health insurance will be reactivated immediately.
To confirm your receipt of this message, please call 1-800-32-6-9-3-1-5 and enter 4.
Now, who here has State Farm? Whether it's for your car insurance, your rental insurance, your homeowner's insurance, okay? We constantly get flyers in the mail for this company, and I'm like, yeah, no thanks. I've got Allstate, I'm good. for my homeowners, I'm saying. Now, State Farm, the VP, attacks the LA fire victims. Yeah, because he's got balls to the wall. He thinks he can do this because he said they're ego buildings in an effing desert. Okay. Not all of them were celebrities that lost everything, ya jack. Okay? And he admits that State Farm is excluding whites from employment. And he said, I guess I'm being biased away from my own kind. What? He said, areas like where the Palisades are, there should never have been houses built there in the first place. It's a tinderbox. All right. And he said, I want the 2040 workplace to be more Hispanic and Latino. Okay, well, I'm all about, having diversity in the workplace. But to actually come out and say, yeah, sorry, because you're white, you can't work here. Okay, that's like going back to the Jim Crow era and saying because you're black, you can't work here. Okay, that's called racism, man. You can't do that. That's not allowed. Okay? Maybe you should be more like me, maybe, and say, I don't see color. Okay? All right? We're all human. It doesn't matter what race you are. You're human first. Point blank, period. Get that through your damn skull. All right? And maybe some of it will trickle it into your brain. You idiot. So listen to this. Fucker. Ciao.
Where the Palisades are, there should never be houses built anymore. Where, like, people want to be built in areas where there are, like, natural areas around them.
Yeah.
For their ego, but they're also, it's a desert.
I personally, I task my HR team with finding me, because I'm the innovation. I go, you need to find me the talent profile of the workforce of the future. I want the 2040 workforce. Mm-hmm. So go map for me the demographic profile of America in 2040, more Hispanic and Latino.
Oh, to your own time, you said?
Oh, wait.
It seems like it's all, I don't know, orchestrated.
I mean, it kind of is, but not in the way that you would
Think.
Our people look at this and say, we've got like maybe $5 billion that we're short if something happens. We'll go to the Department of Insurance and say, we're overexposed here. You have to let us catch up our rating. Mm-hmm. And they'll say, because the Department of Insurance and the insurance commissioner is an elected position in California. Mm-hmm. He'll say, nah. And we'll say, okay, then we are going to cancel these policies. I'm State Farm's Chief Innovation Officer. Mm-hmm. I make pretty PowerPoints for a living. I have 6 functions that roll up underneath me. Mm-hmm. We have 2 subsidiaries that report to me. One's a technology company, and one that's a
pretty late in the day.
underwriting company or an insurance company. A company like State Farm has to deal with all sorts of existential threats.
Yeah.
Whether it's consumer trends or technological disruptions or whatever.
Yeah.
It's changing really fast. The CEO at any given time is responsible to the board to figure out how you're going to deal with the future. And the CEO doesn't want to have to figure that out.
Yeah.
The so he turns around and says, how are you going to deal with the future, innovation guy? So my job was to make pretty PowerPoints to tell him and the board how we're going to deal with it. And then also, I mean, the pretty PowerPoints include plans to then tell my team how to actually go deal with it. Ultimately, the divisions that I run deal with it. And go build it and figure out how to actually future-proof the company. My job is to help State Farm stay ahead of the curve and not get disrupted.
I heard that the insurances pulled out of the California fire. It seems like it's all, I don't know, orchestrated.
I mean, it kind of is, but not in the way that you would think. Now, I don't know if you know this, but property prices in California appreciate more than 7% per year. The Department of Insurance in California is highly regulated. So our people look at this and say, we've got like maybe $5 billion that we're short if something happens. We'll go to the Department of Insurance and say, we're overexposed here. You have to let us catch up our rating. And they'll say, because the Department of Insurance and the Insurance Commissioner is an elected position in California. He'll say, nah. And then we'll say, okay, then we are going to cancel these policies. So we're saying this home in Malibu is worth more. Our rating needs to increase to keep up with that. So we're constantly going and saying our data indicates that our rates need to increase faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. They're saying, well, we got to review this. It goes into a queue that can take 2 years for them to review. By that time, we need to take 14 points of rate. 14% of rate. And now we're chasing our tail. And the system gets backlogged. So, look, something like the fires that happened in LA, they're once in 2-century fire. And they happened in areas where, like now we're getting into the fire issue itself. The challenge that that area has now is that there's always fire season in California. There's always wind season in California. And so it's getting much more severe. Like in Marin County in Northern California, or some of the fringe areas like where the Palisades are, there should never be houses built there where like people want to be built in areas where they have like natural areas around them for their ego, but they're also, it's a desert. And so it dries out, and it's a tinderbox, and also it's predictable. If you're an insurance professional, it's predictable.
I personally, I task my HR team with finding me, because I'm the innovation. I go, you need to find you the talent profile of the workforce of the future. I want the 2040 workforce. So go map for me the demographic profile of America in 2040, and I want the department to look like that.
And what is that?
More Hispanic and Latino.
And that's what you want? So you want like a mix?
I want more of a mix. I want them to get more technical, more STEM related. I mean, some of them are
Some of what?
probably being biased.
Oh, to your own kind, you said?
No, away from it.
Oh, wait.
Because I'm pushing the envelope of where the company's going to be. And that's my job.